Hey everybody, it's time we talk about the 4 styles of eating, or we can call them stages, styles, whatever we want to call it. But the first one is fuel. So it's quite simple. Eating food that serves your body, that fuels your body, that gives you energy, the vitamins, the minerals. You honestly get to decide what fuel is, but you have to really tune into what actually makes you feel good in the long haul, not just necessarily that quick fix like the sugars and starchy carbs tend to do, but the actual feel good, energized, let's do life type of food. Ideally, our goal is to get to about 80-20 of fuel and then joy eating, which I'll discuss after, or 90-10, whatever it works for you. It's always different. You want to, whatever it is, for different people, it's different things, but fuel foods typically, for the most part, will be foods that aren't filled with refined starchy sugars or starchy carbs and have refined sugars in them. They're not boxed foods. They're quite often fresh foods, things that come from the land, things that are nutrient dense, like good healthy fats, good healthy proteins, that kind of food. So stage 1 is fuel. This is the ultimate goal that we want to get to. So what is stage 2? I mentioned it before. It's joy eating. It's indulgences. So tacos, pizza, that might be indulgent foods. When you're eating these foods, which ideally consumes 10 to 20% of your week, a smaller percentage of time, you want to make sure that you're paying attention when you're eating these, that you're taking the time to eat them. You want to taste the enjoyableness, if that's a word, of it. Take your time, taste it, eating with intention, eating slowly. Roxanne described it in her eating meditation about just being mindful of the bites that you take and the tastes that you experience as a result of eating these foods. It's not to say that pizza and tacos and whatever else or donuts are a bad thing, because they're not. There's no label to them. It's only the label that you give them. Everything in life is about balance. 90-10, 80-20, whatever it is, it's entirely up to you. But the main thing is that you're fueling your body. You're viewing your body as a temple, as like, this gives me energy and fuel, versus like, this is fake and it's temporary. Just be mindful of those things. So stage 1 or style 1 is fuel. Stage 2 or style 2 is joy. The next 2 in fact, are a little bit on the emotional eating side of things. So fog is the third one. And this whole purpose of fog eating is to really disassociate from an emotion. You're trying to avoid an emotion. So a bag of chips, for example, is sitting on the couch watching a show. You don't want to be sad because the show you're watching is sad. So you eat chips. There's very little awareness in fog eating. You're often unconscious. It's just you're eating in a fog. You're like, woo, and stuff's just happening. It typically happens as a result of a behavior or a trigger. Like I said before, watching TV, watching Netflix, having a disagreement with somebody, the emotions of boredom, sadness, and anger. So that's in a fog. And the fourth one is called storm eating. So you're seemingly eating against your own will. You have no regard to what's going on. You're just shoving it down. You're just giving her, going for it. It seems like you just can't stop. And it's typically increased when there's more of an emotional charge, more of an emotional attachment. So your biggest toolkit really for when you're storm eating isn't to be like, oh, I'm such a loser, I hate myself, and beat yourself up for it. More so, apply compassion like you would with a best friend. And then ask yourself, why did I choose this? What emotion was I avoiding? What did I not want to feel? So I reached out to this storm style of eating instead. So just to recap, fuel, joy, fog, and storm. Wherever you are right now, if you're more of a storm eater or a fog eater, that's okay. It's about awareness. It's about awareness, it's about coaching, it's about personal accountability, and you grow from there. You become and you live into a more intentional version of yourself through awareness, through asking yourself different questions, and through accountability with a buddy, with a friend, with a coaching program, whatever it may be. So become aware. If you have any questions, reach out to us. You can use the Facebook group or however you can reach us. We're happy to help you and support you at any time. See ya.